Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Allegedly, they said Olori Mariam made her last wish. From what we are hearing, my people, they said the king don't they give them attitude for that palace. As in the kind attitude where they collect from the king. They never expect it from him. We do know that all this while they have been gallivanting all over town, going on outing with the king, pretending as if they are all happy and all of that, as if they don't care about Queen Naomi and all of that, including the king, my people. They say recently, the king don't they change. He don't change completely. So all of them don't they raise alarm. They blast the king. They tell the king, say, you they treat us badly, this is not what we are begging with you, this and that. Someone like Ronke, the other time they said Ronke was crying, telling the king, after all I've done for you, after being here for you, if it is because of you that I rejected all the suitors that were coming for me, that is because you promised me that you marry me. Is it the kind of life you want to give me after marriage and all of that? Because they said the king was not happy at all with them, especially after that fake pregnancy from Ronke. Ronke no they see the king's face again as usual. So even this Ashley too, they say Ashley had been crying because the king told her some time ago that it's not all the Olories that are going to bear children for him, because simply because they said Ashley came to the king and was begging the king to do IVF with him, with her and all of that. They said the king told her to her face that when Queen Naomi gave birth to Tadenikawo, that she did not do any IVF. So if she cannot conceive by naturally, she should forget about it. After all, it's not everybody that will bear children for him. And they said Ashley was like, is this really coming from the king? They said the kind attitude where the king they give all of them these days, no be here. But don't forget that they are all alleged information, okay? Because me, I no live in the palace. So my people, Mariam too, they say that one they collect woto. No be small thing. So as the thing come they hot for them body now, they say the king they tell them say pack comot for palace this and that again. But the kind attitude where they give them, as in they go no say their kaya matter no dey work again. Now some people come dey talk say e be like say the spell wey they use catch this guy don dey expire and all of that. We do know that kaya matter get expiring dates. Only God and prayer na im go stay forever. So my people, they said every one of them is now running helter skelter, kitty kata, trying to do anything that will make the king happy again, because the king they see their face again. To them too, they see the king face this time around. They say even the food where they eat together, the king they agree eat with them again. Anything, even he don't even ban them from entering his chamber. They say, hey, they say the kind woto where the king they give them this time, all of them as in they are trying to find something to do, to make the king happy and all of that. So the same Olori quarter where we said the king tell them make them go, they refuse. They said now they want to go to Olori quarter, especially Mariam, who sees that the thing don't change, the dancing this thing don't change, so they need to change the level. So they said the king too self not even one made them go again, because according to Mariam, according to what we are hearing alleged, they said Mariam came to him telling him that he want to travel. And a lot of people have been saying that that travel is not just ordinary travel, that he wants to go and redo all that she have done, because it be like said the thing they work again, and it go take her days to guard herself very well again before she go come land for palace, come they control everybody again. Because no say before, now she there in charge, now she they give everybody gbasgbos and nothing they happen. But this time around, now she they collect and woto from even the Olories, from the king, from everybody. So maybe she won't go fix herself and come back. Now they said the king tell her say they go anywhere. So that thing come they had them, as everything don't change now. Now she is planning on going to that Olori quarter. They said they are not going. But according to what we hear, they say she want the king to promise her one thing before they will go to that Olori's quarters. And when the king asked am wetin, what do you want, they said according to her that the king will promise them and make a promise that even if they go to Olori quarter, that the king is not going to deprive them anything, that they will be visiting the palace even when Queen Naomi is have arrived back to the palace, that they will be visiting the palace every now and then, that nobody will restrict them from their movement in the palace, that the only thing is that their baggages and luggages are in the Oloris quarters. Maybe they are sleeping in the Olori quarter, but every other activities and every other thing they do it in the palace. My people, is that possible? Anyways, the thing is that whether they stay in Olori quarters or not, they are married to the king. There's nothing anyone can do about it unless they commit and the king dissolve the marriage with them. That is the only time no one would. That is the only time people would tell her not to enter the palace. That is exactly what they said initially. That even if they are not living in the palace, they have free movement to the palace. But we do know that it is not secure. A lot of people have been saying that why would she be visiting the palace when Queen Naomi and Tade is there? That while Queen Naomi is in Akure, she is frequenting there with one reason or the other. What will happen when they are very close to her? That the best thing to do is to restrict her from entering the palace once Queen Naomi and Prince Tadenika will return back, because they no trust them. They know she can do the unthinkable. So that is some people's opinion on this topic. I don't know what you think about it. Do you think she should be allowed to come to the palace at will, or she should remain where she is? But you cannot restrict her from entering the palace. She is married to the king, legally married. So in as much as she entered through the window, she don't become Olori, be say she don't become Olori. So my people, the thing be say, according to what we are hearing, they say she have make the king to promise her that before she will leave. I don't know if the king promise or not, but you know, say the king go tell and say that is not a problem. So for her to move, but it be like say the kind attitude wey be say the king they give them now, whether the king respond or not, she fit move. That is if what we are hearing is true, because me I no trust them. If you ask me, I will tell you say they no go anywhere. Instead, they go find money, go bribe all those chief council of chiefs that will speak on their behalf. You know, because we hear say a lot of chiefs are speaking for them. You know, making sure that the king did not send them out of the palace. So my people, so we hear them. I don't know if the king is going to grant her her wish or not, but to me, that shouldn't be there. If she leave, make she leave. So thanks for watching. Please don't forget that they are all alleged information. Always bear that in mind. Subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. And don't forget, I still love you. Bye for now.